Hey guys, it's your girl Fats coming here for my 5 week update pregnancy vlog. I am currently 5 weeks today. Still trying to absorb it all and just trying to just there's no other way around it. I am pregnant. I do know that. But here lately I've been extremely anxious and I'm trying not to be. I'm trying to be positive, and I'm not experiencing anything bad or nothing abnormal or anything like that. Of course, I'm only just 5 weeks along. I got the positive on the stick, and that's pretty much it so far. I didn't know what to do as far as trying to get my levels checked if I needed to do so. The two providers that I chose from, only one of them, well, they both scheduled me for 8 weeks out. So I was nervous. I wanted to be seen at possibly 6 weeks because I was considered high risk with Broderick. And I thought that I would have been with this pregnancy as well. I was considered to be high risk because of my age and because of the fact that I had gastric bypass surgery. But they said 8 weeks, I guess because my last pregnancy was successful. I didn't have any complications and I had a good 9 months. But it's just the miscarriage factor that's worrying me. Like I told you guys before, I experienced a miscarriage with my first pregnancy at 10 weeks, and same thing with that. I didn't experience anything abnormal. The only thing that was kind of abnormal was that when I took the pregnancy test for that pregnancy, the line was very faint. And I heard, well, I've read and saw other stories from other individuals that took a pregnancy test and the line was faint, and shortly thereafter they miscarried, that the line should be bold and bright as time progressed. But my line hasn't been darker. The test line hasn't been darker than the control line, so that's kind of been worrying me. But other than that, I'm still experiencing some of the same symptoms that I was last week. There's nothing new, but I just got to work on my faith and just know that everything's going to be okay and that everything's going to be fine. I just got to stop being anxious. But we're just so excited. We've been trying for over a year, and we're just so excited, and we just don't want anything to happen to our being at the moment. We just pray. We pray, and we know that everything is going to be okay. We believe in God, and we just gotta do better. We all gotta do better, but you guys get what I'm saying. But like I said, today is week 5. Yeah, I'm still early, super early. Same symptoms, just sore boobs, fatigue. Excuse me, cue the yarn right on time. Hungry. I don't know if you should experience symptoms this early as far as being hungry, but I'm hungry, and it's like I eat and then I'm hungry again like 30-45 minutes later. That I haven't had those types of issues in a long time, so I'm trying to adjust, and at times I've been fighting back or pushing back, like I'm not eating anything else, but excuse me, Lord, y'all, the fatigue just comes on like it's unreal. Like you have to lay down now. Like when you were younger, you get the little death grip from your cousins or whatever, and you just have to fall out like right then. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel, seriously. But I still have my sore boobs. Still have the mouthful of saliva. A little more thirsty than normal. I'm drinking water, of course. Hunger. Of course, the frequent urination, going to the bathroom around the clock, that hasn't changed. And now I'm experiencing, within the last couple of days or so, well, actually today, this started like lightheadedness, dizzy spells. Like for no reason at all. I'm not getting up fast. I'm not moving fast. I'm not, reacting to anything in a fast manner. And I've just been getting lightheaded and dizzy. I don't know what that's all about. And shortness of breath, and I'm not that far along, and you know, that's weird. They say every pregnancy is different, so I've been, of course, comparing this pregnancy with my son, to see what's similar and what's not. As far as cravings or things that I've been noticing as far as what I've been eating, boiled eggs, raisin toast with cheese, beanie weenies, like Beans and Franks in a little can, Kit Kats. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I think those particular items. And today, all of a sudden, I wanted some Cheetos. I never eat them. When I would try to eat them prior to being pregnant or after having the surgery, they made me so sick and so nauseous. Even the little snack kitty bags. Then I tried the baked ones. They just made me so sick. But today I have the taste for them. I don't have any in the house, so I'm glad of that. I'm glad of that. But I did have a small bag of microwave popcorn, just a mini bag. I might always keep those on. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I do keep those on hand anyway because I love popcorn. But here so lately, it's like I want something salty. A couple of days ago it was something sweet, but my mood has been up and down. I'm still kind of emotional here and there, and then sometimes I get irritated and frustrated. Here lately, as soon as my husband hits the door, I'm like, all right, good night, you know, dinner is ready. I give them dinner, I hurry up and eat, and I'm in the bed no later than 8:30 tops. I'm in the bed right now, actually. I had to work a shift. As soon as I got off my shift, I told my kids, hey, cool it, just relax. Mommy's not feeling good. Mommy's gonna lay down in the bed. If you need me, you come get me. You know, I'm in the bed right now. I'm just tired. But they seem to be doing fairly well. I have Netflix going on in there, so they're extremely quiet, which also may be something I may want to go check on here shortly. But when I left from out of there, they seem to be doing okay. But yeah, my husband and I, we've been talking about, you know, we wonder what if, and you know, what we think it may be, you know, just all in, you know, fun. And we're just extremely blessed because, like I said, we've been trying for over a year and a half. And I'm grateful because before this and before my son, we have been trying forever. Trying forever. And then God blessed us with our first son by adoption, our second son via my second first pregnancy, if you want to call it that, after miscarriage, and then Isaiah by way of adoption, and now we're pregnant again. So I'm extremely excited to go through the process once again. I had a very uneventful pregnancy, awesome pregnancy with my son Broderick, and I gained 11 pounds total, which was my fear as far as weight gain, because I had gotten so used to seeing the scale go down. I had a difficult time with watching it go up. I was extremely nervous about that, about gaining weight. But you know, here lately with me exercising and eating healthy, I'm just confident that this pregnancy is going to be a lot smoother. You know, it wasn't rough, you know, with my other son, but just I think it may be better, being that I'm in better shape, even more so than when I was with my son Broderick. I weigh less now than I did then. So to me, that's great because I'll still not gain as much weight as I did with him. With him, my pre-pregnancy weight was 177 because I was still in the 18-month period. You know, they tell you not to get pregnant 18 months until 18 months after you have the surgery. We got pregnant way before then, like totally way before then. Some things were new and so were some other things. But we got pregnant, and unfortunately we miscarried, and then we got pregnant 6 months later with our son Broderick. So it took no time to get pregnant. And then after having Broderick, we knew that we wanted another one. But I decided to get on Depo, and that sucks. That's the worst thing ever. Depo is the devil. I never want to try that ever again. I don't know if I will do any form of birth control after this pregnancy as well. If I do decide to do something, it will definitely not be Depo. And I'll talk about that in another video. But it took us, we started trying last, I want to say last April or last February, March, somewhere in there. We were like, you know what, we're going to have another baby. Didn't do anything to prevent it, and I wasn't doing ovulation kits, OPKs, or, you know, temping. I was just looking at the calendar like, okay, it says these days, all right, you know, let's go. And nothing was happening, you know, every 28 days like clockwork. And I was like, what is wrong with me? Is it because I'm getting older? Is it because of my age? You know, is it him because he had been sick, you know? And I just didn't know. And so this year I told him, I was like, look, hey, I'm turning, you know, 30 this year. And, you know, I wanted to have another baby before I turned, woohoo, and I, you know, decided to go see a fertility specialist. And when I went to go see him, you know, not that I was doubting God, you know, which is what I just heard just then. Not that I was doubting him, but I just wanted to make sure that everything was okay with me, being that I hadn't really had an in-depth exam since my pregnancy. You know, I had had my wellness checkup, you know, physical and things of that nature, but not anything in depth. But I went and saw him, and we talked, and we still, you know, he drew blood, and that was pretty much it. He was like, okay, here's a chart. I'm going to tell you about charting. And I was like, a chart? I'm not doing that. But he discussed with me how to do it, and I tried it the first month, and he was like, you know, after that first month cycle, bring me back your chart and we'll go over it. So I took it back to him, and he was like, oh yeah, so you are ovulating, you know, make sure, you know, you get it on the day before and the day after. Try to go every other day. And, you know, so I was like, okay, great, there's nothing wrong with me, I'm ovulating. I was so happy to know that my body was still working. And so tried again in July, nothing. Tried again in August, nothing. And at the same time I was getting those solid smiley faces on the OPKs. And just so happened in September, the 14th to be exact, I got the blinking smiley face, and I was like, yes, I have high peak fertility, or peak fertility. Yeah, peak fertility. So yeah, and, you know, took my temperature, and there it was. You know, 9 days later, the calendar says conception occurred. And then got the positive test on October the 2nd with the faint line. But even though I felt symptoms prior to then, I just, like I told you guys, I just knew. But you know, that's just up to now, and I'm just so anxious. And I'm not doing any belly shots or bump shots, but I am extremely bloated in my lower abdomen area. I know I'm not showing just yet, but I've just been bloated, and I feel heavy in my lower abdomen. Like I said, my breasts hurt, they feel heavy. I did nurse my son Broderick, and I did nurse Isaiah, being that Broderick was still nursing when Isaiah was born. So I had the opportunity to nurse Isaiah, and that was a blessing as well. And I do intend on nursing this baby also. I did start trying to do cloth diapering with Broderick, and I only had 4 diapers, and I wish I would have had more, but unfortunately, you know, I got lazy with it and was just like, oh, I give up. But with this one, I definitely want to do cloth diapering. I think they're so cute, and it saves money, and is something that I plan on doing. So I definitely want to start buying those in bulk once I get further along in my pregnancy. We do have names picked out. I will not be sharing them until the time comes, but we do have names. We've decided on names for our baby, or babies. I'm not sure. I don't think it's 2 in there, but people have been teasing me about 2. Twins does run on both sides of our family, so you never know. We won't know until November the 5th. I do plan on purchasing a Doppler I had one before, but I let my sister-in-law use it and she misplaced it. So I am going to buy another one just for my benefit. I had one with Broderick and it really reassured me and helped ease my fears, and it kept me sane throughout the pregnancy, just to be able to check on him whenever I wanted to. I'm definitely going to order those at the end of this week. Order one of those. I'm going to try a different one. The first one I had was Angel Sounds fetal heart monitor, but I think I want to try the Sonoline B fetal monitor. I think I'm going to try that and see if that's any better. But I just wanted to check in with you guys and let you guys know how I'm feeling and what's going on with me. New this week for 5 weeks, and that's pretty much it. Just extreme hunger, mouth full of spit, gotta pee all the time, hungry, and just bloated. And that pretty much, oh, and tired, extremely tired. But other than that, that's pretty much it. And I'm not going to hold you guys. Let me see if there's anything else I want to talk to you guys about. No, nothing that I can think of. So I'm definitely not going to hold you. But feel free to subscribe, comment, leave a message. Let me know you stopped by. You can also friend me on Facebook. And you can also check out my mentoring program website, www.fatkidsmentoring.org. That's PHAT, kidsmentoring.org. And just let me know what you think about that as well. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.